Hello guys, welcome to this video. Today we are going to examine a case law. The case law that we're going to examine today is the case of Bentham versus Netherlands that took place in 1985. This was a European Court of Human Rights case on the right to a fair trial. A right to a fair trial is actually a constitutional requirement in most jurisdictions. It concerned the grant of a permit by a municipal authority. So in this case we are saying the key issue is a grant of permit and the fairness or unfairness of granting this permit, and also the fairness of the process. So several legal proceedings were brought in respect to this permit, which were ultimately decided by the government itself. Bentham eventually filed an application before the court and claimed that the government had denied him the right to a fair trial of Article 6.1 of the European Convention on Human Rights, arguing that the government was not an independent and impartial tribunal. The court held that there was a violation of Article 6.1 of the European Court of Human Rights. So here are the facts of the case. Albert Bentham used to own and run a garage in Netherlands. In 1976, he applied to the municipal authorities for a permit to establish and maintain an installation for the delivery of liquefied petroleum gas following the Nuisance Act. So after the application was made public, 3 neighbors were concerned about the safety of the installation. A regional health inspector recommended denying Bentham's application. Despite the health inspector's advice, the permit was granted, albeit with several conditions to counter the possible dangers. The health inspector, after Bentham was granted this permit, lodged an appeal with the government. So this appeal was known as Kronberoep. The municipality informed Bentham of this appeal but stated he could still erect his installation. The Council of State, after hearing both parties and seeking advice from the Director General for Environmental Protection, gave the Minister of Health the recommendation to refuse the license. Consequently, the government held that the permit should not have been granted and quashed it by royal decree. So remember, this is a permit that was legally granted, being denied again by the government using a royal decree. During that time, Bentham had already established a liquefied petroleum gas installation. The municipal authorities ordered him to cease operation. His appeal against that decision, which was denied by decree, the municipal authorities eventually decided to close the installation themselves. An appeal against that second decision was cast down on formal grounds by the Council of the State. Bentham filed an application with the European Commission of Human Rights. He claimed that a dispute over civil rights and obligations was involved, and his case should have been heard by an independent and impartial tribunal as guaranteed under the right to fair trial of Article 6.1 of European Commission of Human Rights. The Commission held that Article 6.1 of the Convention was not applicable to his case. Both the government and Bentham appealed. So here is the judgment. The court held that there was a violation of Article 6 of the European Court of Human Rights. The court held 11 votes to 6 that Article 6.1 was both applicable and violated, and Bentham had been denied right to a fair trial. So this case elucidates the importance of having a fair trial, because without a fair trial, issues escalate because one party feels that they are not being heard or that they are not being treated fairly. So this is really a case on fair trial, ensures that there should be fair trial, especially by administrative authorities. Administrative authorities are required to show consistency. They cannot grant a license today only to revoke it tomorrow under unclear circumstances, and refuse to listen to the person who is being impacted. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe.